Welcome back to Mr. Oracle, you guys. This is Mystic bringing you another Oracle energy reading. Thank y'all for all the love and support. Please like, share, subscribe if these readings resonate with you in any way. This is the weekly reading for the air sign. So if you are an air sign, tap in. It may be some messages in this reading for you. It can be anywhere in your chart, any placement, okay? You don't have to be a sun, moon, or rising for this reading to resonate, okay? So let's tap in and see what the messages are for the air sign. Spirit, what's the overall energy for the air sign? Overall energy. We got soul contract, faded connections, karmic relationship. So there's a test here. Any soul contract, there are two souls that are meant to cross paths, and it can be anything. It can be karmic. It can be karmic. It can be divine. It can be soulmate. It can be anything. Okay, what's the bottom of the deck? We have trust the signs in reverse. So this sounds like something that's karmic, something that air signs you may not be paying attention to. And we got sneaky link in reverse, or this could be a karmic lesson that you have learned. Yes, air sign, this is a karmic lesson that you have learned because you know your boundaries now. And now when it comes to a certain type of energy, you slide and left, which is you are declining this energy from coming into your space after you have already put up those boundaries. You learned this from the past life, or this may be a past life connection that has repeated itself this lifetime for you to learn the lesson about how you make your money, air signs, how you move when it comes to money. I think that is the soul contract lesson that you had to learn this lifetime. Okay, how to move when it comes to money, what you accept when it comes to money, the boundaries, how far you'll go when it comes to money. This is something that is past life, previous connections, unexplained familiarity. Okay, you got with people that you thought you had something in common with, air signs, and that's the lesson that you had to learn. I feel like you learned it. I feel like at first you didn't learn it, but with boundaries in reverse, I felt like you learned those lessons, air signs. So let's dive a little deeper and see what's going on. We got 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So something was hard. Something was hard for you, air signs. We got the Queen of Wands in reverse. So this could have something to do with lustful energy. Queens of Wands in reverse is someone that uses her energy to get what she wants. So this could be a female air sign that had to learn when it comes to her energy and what she invest in with her energy, what she's willing to do, how she's willing to go just to get money or just to get favors to go her way. I feel like this is someone that is could be in Jezebel energy, Delilah energy, Dark Lilith energy. Even with those darker feminine energies, I still feel like there is boundaries and there is a stopping point to how far you can go. You just can't do any and everything that you want, okay? Even if you are a bird, okay, and you fly and someone opened the door, you've been raised in the house your whole life as a bird. You flying around the house, you're going to think you're free. So at one point when you fly out the window or you go out the house, you're going to keep flying until there's a stopping point for you. If there's no boundaries and you are a bird and you got wings and you can fly everywhere, if you don't have any boundaries to know when to turn around, how far altitude to go up into the air, you can hurt yourself. All birds can't go into the sky where the plane's at. You will hurt yourself. So boundaries are important, air sign, even though you can do what you want to do, even though you're grown, even though nobody can tell you what to do. There still has to be boundaries when it comes to your moral code. That's why moral code leads you, it guides you. That's your compass. Everybody has a moral code no matter what you do. That's the soul lesson that you had to learn, air signs. Okay? Yeah, and you being honest when it comes to your opportunities. So you are learning these lessons because you don't have boundaries when it comes to your energy, and that can be in any way. It can be the way you walk, the way you talk, who you partner up with, whatever. When it comes to making those connections, you attract the wrong kind of people. We got the King of Cups in reverse, air signs. I feel like you attract people that are narcissists, okay? Because of how you exploit your own energy, you exploit yourself, and that's going to end up being sabotaging for you. Exactly. You attract narcissistic energy, karmic friends and karmic lovers, okay? And you decide to start something new with these people, thinking that they are going to be loyal to you, and they're not. They just end up gaslighting you, okay? And it veers you off your path. It throws you out of alignment, air signs, okay? So that's what you had to learn. What else? We got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You end up doing everything for money. It's because they can easily manipulate you and talk you into doing things that you may not think that you was going to do, air sign. So we got the Queen of Wands right here, and we got the Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles right here. You look at people and their opportunities and how they get money, and you go and do the same thing. But you can't do what everybody else do. You have to live in your truth, air sign. You can't do what everybody else do just because you see them making money off of it. You think that's how you make money too. And it all comes down to your alignment. Just because you can do it does not mean it's in your contract to do it. That's why they say that everybody's destiny is different. For what works for you, what works for them end up being a karmic lesson for you, air signs. And I think that's what you had to learn this lifetime, or that's what you are learning about your soul contract, because they do say that you are making the necessary decisions when it comes to putting your boundaries up. So this is something that happened in the past, air signs, that you are now learning, okay? When it comes to Knight of Swords energy, that's just somebody that brings you any kind of information and expect for you to jump on it, okay? You learn your lessons about that. See, at one point, you used to swipe right. Now you are swiping left on this energy. And then we got passion. Exactly. You let people talk you into anything, and because you are in Queen reverse energy, somebody can whisper in your ear and you'll just fall for it, air sign. So you make karmic connections when it comes to your lovers and when it comes to your friends, okay? Well, if it sound good, you're going. That's how you was, air sign. Let's just be honest about it. Give me a couple more. Yeah, and you thinking that this is your family, and you wondering why down the line it end up being a situation that doesn't go into your favor. It looks good, but down the line, true colors start showing out, and you end up being back where you started, in poverty, okay? Because you have to learn your lesson about how you invest your energy and how far you'll go when it comes to what you would do for money, okay? Energy vampire in reverse. You realize you are being used and manipulated, okay? When it comes to what you invest in, you being manipulated, you being played, you being used, 7 of Wands. And you feel like a fool, air signs. That's what it is. You didn't realize that you saying the truth, that these people was really the hangman, not the hangman. You saying now that these people was hidden enemies and that they was hiding it. Now you having a new perspective when it comes to your contract. You learned the lesson when it comes to your soul contract, okay? Bottom of the deck that we have Judgment in reverse because of the wrong choices that you made. Yeah. And how greedy that you was. King of Pentacles in reverse, 9 of Pentacles in reverse. You was greedy. Anything else? 4 of Pentacles. What you would have done for stability. Okay. So all of this is just coming out about how you went down a dark rabbit hole trying to get what you want by using what you got. It did not work out for you because it was out of alignment, but this is a lesson that you had to learn, air sign, okay? But you learned it. You got your boundaries up, and you saying no to anything that reminds you of the past. DM in reverse and past life. So you learned the lessons from as far as I can see. Okay, what's the outcome? Apology. You maybe want to apologize to yourself. You may want to apologize to somebody else that probably tried to give you insight, because now you have a understanding of what this energy means and how this energy affect you. And it's not about you being grown and doing what you want to do. You are doing things that's out of your alignment. Everything is not for everybody. Okay, everybody is not for everybody. So you have to know what's in your soul contract. You have to know what's in your Akashic record to know how to move in this world. Okay. Communicate. You want to apologize and to communicate. I think you want to reach out to somebody. I'm not seeing anybody specifically that you want to reach out to, but I feel like you want to reach out to somebody. Probably somebody that you trust. Probably somebody that you probably put in on the back burner to pursue something that you felt like was more important. I feel like you want to apologize to somebody. It is 2 people in this card, okay? And I do see a mutual understanding here. Give me one more. The outcome for the air signs. Recognition in reverse. It says admiration for your hard work is coming in reverse. So you didn't get nothing out of what you went to pursue. But in your defense, this was your journey. This is your journey that you had to go on to fulfill a soul contract. This road that you went down was meant for you to go down, so that you can know what to accept, what not to accept, what you like, what you don't like, so you don't repeat lessons that have you in a dark place. Okay, now that you know what you do like, what you can accept, now that you learned those lessons, you can basically go to the next level in confidence, because you can't learn anything if you don't go through anything. So your destiny was designed for you, and now you know how to make better connections that's more stable, connection that's more loving, because you learned the lessons. Okay, awakening, bottom of the deck, air signs, can't make it up. A realization, a shift, a self-discovery. So don't be mad at yourself. As long as you learned the lessons, as long as you got those boundaries up, you're gonna be okay. So I'm gonna leave it right here, air signs. I hope that help you out, and I will see y'all on the next one.